Hey guys, Nicole here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so as I announced on my Megan 2.0 blog, I'm going to be taking you guys with me to watch the new Jurassic World film, Jurassic World Rebirth, at the Dolphin Mall CMX Cinemas located here in Miami, Florida. And we're going to be enjoying the movie together on ATMOS XTR, the exclusive format to CMX Theatres. Okay guys, so I was saying on previous cinema blog videos that I have never seen any of the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park movies. I even got a comment with a guy excited that he was going to be watching the movie at the big screen, and he asked me if I was going to go. So I replied to him like, no, I haven't seen any of the previous movies, so this is the movie that I will need to skip while it's on movie theaters. Destiny has it, and I made myself have a few free days, and it's hard for me sometimes because I'm posting a video every single day and sometimes I have a crazy schedule, but I made the time, I sacrificed a lot of sleep, and I put myself into a mission to watch every single movie. Now, at the point that I'm recording this video, the new installment still hasn't come out, so there is 6 movies on the collection. The original trilogy, Jurassic Park, The Lost Kingdom, Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3. Then the universe got kind of like rebooted with Jurassic World, Jurassic World The Lost Kingdom, and Jurassic World, I don't remember the name of the last one, Dominion. So I bought, when Best Buy was still around selling physical media, I got this 4K steelbook set, which I did the unboxing on the channel, and then I review every single individual steelbook release, and I still haven't seen it. So what I did was I saw 2 movies per night, and I love all of them. I cannot believe I waited so many years to enjoy this franchise. And I was going to do videos about it, but then I was like, either you do videos and create blogs, or you just go ahead and watch the movie, no videos. So that's what I did. I watched every single movie, and the very first time that I experienced this saga, I saw every single movie with 4K quality, which was amazing. So now I'm ready to watch the newest installment on the franchise of the Jurassic. I did went to Universal in Los Angeles, and I did love the ride from Jurassic. I love dinosaurs because I'm a Ross Geller fan. No, just joking. I love movies with dinosaurs on it, and of course this is like the most important franchise of all time, like talking about dinosaurs. So I completed my whole watching party. Again, 2 movies per night. It was crazily insane because every single movie is 2 hours long instead of except for the third one, which is only 1 hour and 30 minutes. And for the last one, I saw the extended version that is almost 3 hours, but it was worth it. I have to be honest, the best one, without a doubt, is the first one, Jurassic Park. And my second favorite was the basically restart of the universe, Jurassic World. Now, the sequel to Jurassic Park, I like it. The third one, my least favorite. And then with Jurassic World, I enjoyed the sequel, the second one, but the third one, I felt like they were concentrating in too much. I love that they had the original characters back, and I'm guessing if you were a fan of the franchise since the early beginnings, for you that was a great experience to see the characters that you grew up with. For me, that kind of feeling gets different because I saw every single movie back to back. But again, the last one was the one that I enjoyed the least, and I know people were complaining about it as well. So now the only thing that I'm missing, and I want to enjoy the special features, I want to get to know more about these movies, and I love the set that I have. But now guys, when it was announced that Jurassic World was getting rebooted again, This is Jurassic World Rebirth. We have Jonathan Bailey and then we have Scarlett Johansson. In this one, the dinosaurs are still living on Earth, but the atmosphere has made them go to an excluded place and they hide on their blood things that can be used for cures for humanity. I think that's like the plot of the movie. I haven't seen any reviews. I did saw that some theaters that are running the confidential movie going experience have already put out the movie, so I know a few friends that have seen it and they didn't even knew that they were going to be seeing that movie. But I'm excited for it. It's not on IMAX, so that's why I decided to get the ATMOS Extreme, and I cannot wait to go. Now I have to be honest, I'm recording this intro like a few days before. It's the weekend, and next Wednesday it's the day that I'm going to be watching it. I placed a ticket for next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. or something like that. So I will basically still have a few days to go, but I decided to record the intro now that I have the time. I have printed kind of like the intro from Wikipedia. So Jurassic World Rebirth 2025. It's an American science fiction action film directed by Gareth Edwards and written by David Koepp. It is a standalone sequel to Jurassic World Dominion, the 4th Jurassic World film, and the 7th installment overall in the Jurassic Park franchise. The film stars Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, Rupert Friend, Manuel Garcia-Rulfo, and Ed Skrein. Development of the film was reported in January of 2024 and had been underway for some time. Edward was hired as director a month later and casting commenced shortly thereafter. Principal photography took place in Thailand, Malta, and the United Kingdom from June to September of 2024. Koepp previously co-wrote the original Jurassic Park film from 1993 and wrote its sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park 1997. Jurassic World Rebirth premiered on June 17 of 2025 at Odeon Luxe Leicester Square in London, and is scheduled to be released in the United States and Canada on July 2nd by Universal Pictures. Now guys, the last one make over $1 billion. So this is a strong franchise of movies. I know a lot of people are going to be watching it, and a lot of people are really excited for it. I don't know the deal, if it was that it was going to be finalized on Jurassic World Dominion, and then out of the blue this one came into be. I just remember seeing the announcement that they were going to be doing a 4th movie of Jurassic World, of course, the 7 on the installment as I read. But again, I haven't heard anything about it. I just know the people that have seen it that they say it was a good movie. But I'm excited to have my own experience. I have watched a few trailers. So again, I'm super excited. And I will see you guys. I mean, for you guys it's going to be a second. For me it's going to be next week. But I will see you guys in a second at the Dolphin Mall Cinemas CMX Theatres. Okay, guys, so it's time to talk about the fourth installment on the Jurassic World franchise, and we're talking now about Jurassic World Rebirth. I have to be honest, I created the calendar for the month of July as organized as I could, and one of the positive things was that for this movie going experience vlogs, I didn't have the Rebirth vlog as close as when I went to see the movie. I saw the movie last Thursday. Well, no, I'm sorry, last Wednesday, and today for me it's the weekend following the movie premiere. Which so far I've been reading the news and it's been making a lot of money, and I feel like the community is kind of like divided. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I see very little people in the middle. I have to be honest, this is a franchise that I just getting in. I just saw like 2 weeks ago the whole franchise, so I was able to record this surprise video for the channel. But I think I'm in the middle portion of like the fandom right now after watching the movie. So one of the things that I enjoy about waiting a few days to record like my review is that it gave me time to basically keep thinking about the movie for a few days. I have seen reviews here and there and opinions from the fandom, and I did enjoy the movie. I have to be honest, I did like it. So let's discuss more about this. So it was a surprise for me. Not every single day we get to see a movie on a Wednesday night. They didn't have any of the premium formats like IMAX or things like that. So I decided to pay for the Extreme, CMX Extreme, which is exclusive to this movie theater. And they have the reclinable seats and the screen, but mostly they have the amazing soundtrack. Surround audio, which is one of my favorite things about enjoying movies on the big screen. So, I went to the movie theater last Monday as well, and I saw F1, which is also another vlog that I recorded for you guys. I had a free movie ticket on my app from CMX, and I decided to use it for that movie. So basically, the same posters were kind of like there, just move around. The Jurassic World Rebirth poster was already outside, and I was able to spot the new Wicked for Good teaser poster for the movie. Was so excited to see it. The banners were actually the same, and they're on the process of opening a bar inside of the movie theater, and they're using posters on the big screens, and they had the Rebirth poster. For a Wednesday, the movie theater was full, and something that is not usual for me, I got to my showing late. So I was running a little bit late. Once I got to the screens where I need to print my ticket, the printer ran out of paper, and I had to go inside, and the nice manager lady, which I always seen her there, printed it for me. And then I decided that I wanted it to take, for the second time, the National Lovers Night, combo movie night. And once I got inside the movie theater, they were already on the intro scene of the movie. And for my surprise, it was a full theater. Like, there was not empty seats at that showing. And again, we have to have under consideration that this was a Wednesday premiere, and it was at 7:35 p.m. So a lot of people went. To be honest, the last one on the franchise, I know it played with the nostalgic of the fans, and it brought a lot of famous characters from the world back. I saw the extended cut, and it wasn't my favorite of the franchise, and it still made over $1 billion. That was before COVID, I think so. I don't remember the year of the last movie, but it was probably, no, I think it was after COVID. So movie theater experience has definitely changed after COVID. I do see this one making a lot of money, but July is going to be a strong month for movie theater fan, but it's going to be a strong fight for studios, because next week we're getting Superman, and then the week after that, or like the last week of July, we're getting Fantastic Four, the first steps, and we're also getting I Know What You Did Last Summer, kind of a reboot, which is also a movie that I'm planning to see, but I need to watch the first three before I go ahead. But anyways, guys, time for Jurassic World Rebirth. The best part of the movie, the main characters, Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey. I think they have a lot of chemistry on screen. But the movie franchise, when I read the premise, and this was even before I started seeing all the movies on the franchise, it was a great premise. So it was a world where dinosaurs weren't able to live around us anymore, and they have moved to the Ecuador side of the planet because it's the last place on Earth where they can survive. Now, humans need their blood to be able to create cures for the future. That was the premise of the movie. And again, it had great basis to reboot the franchise in a fresh story and to make people interested about these creatures one more time. So, once you get into the movie experience, there was a scene where first there is like a laboratory with like dinosaurs, and one of the doctors inside gets eaten by one. I just saw the scene when he gets eaten. That's when I walk into the movie theater. But then they kind of gave us explanation about what happened with dinosaurs. They were still living among us, but the scene was like with nuclear wars and contaminating from like the surroundings and constructions and things like that had made it a toxic environment for them. So they're now on the Ecuadorian side of the planet, because over there the planet Earth feels kind of like how it did millions of years before when dinosaurs were walking around Earth. So we have basically a hire for pay person, which is Scarlett Johansson, and she gets offered an insane amount of money to go where dinosaurs are because there is a big pharmaceutical that wants to get their blood. Sounds familiar, correct? So, why the blood is needed in this case? Because we get the statistics of every 5 persons on planet Earth, one of them dies of a heart attack, and they want the blood from these dinosaurs to create a cure and to give people a period window of maybe 15 to 20 more years of life. So, Scarlett Johansson gets in on the plan because of the money, and then they go to the museum where we can see like the skeletons from the dinosaurs, and then the sign dropping, kind of following a little bit of a nostalgic scene there for the original Jurassic Park sign falling. And we get to meet a guy that is obsessed with dinosaurs, being Jonathan Bailey. So when they go talking to him, they want to take him because he is obsessed with dinosaurs and he wants to have a chance to see them in person. We finally get them on board, and he's not even because of the money, he's on board because we want to see the dinosaurs. So we need to get 3 samples. We need to get a sample of one of the dinosaurs that lives on the sea, one of the dinosaurs that flies, and one of the dinosaurs that basically walk, kind of like the ones that with super long necks. Why? Because these were the species that had the most bigger heart and insides for the heart, and that's the thing that they can going to be used in the future for the cure. So then we move to an Iceland, and here it is important to say that the movie has a few people, but it doesn't have a lot of characters going on at the same time. So we have 2 groups: the group of people that are going to the island on this mission of getting the tree recollection, and then we have in the middle of the sea a dad with his 2 daughters, and one of the daughters has a guy, which is the comedic relief of the movie, and they basically go into the middle of the sea, get attacked for one of these sea creatures, and they lose their boat. So the team that is actually going to the island rescue them, and they just want to be left out on a safe place. They don't want to run into dinosaurs again. The group gets divided one more time, and we made it to the island. We start losing characters along the way to demonstrate how dangerous these species are still, and we get a lot of shots with dinosaurs, and we get a lot of new dinosaurs one more time. So the first one that they need to get the blood from is the one at the sea. He makes it a great hard time for them to get this sample, but they design something that once it gets injected into them, once it's full, it will eject, and then it will go in the air with a parachute, so it doesn't get broken down. So we get to the island, and then we have a divided group. We have the family out of the way of the people in the mission, because they basically want to get out of the island, and then we have the people finding the blood samples. So we get a little bit of a cute dinosaur joining the family called Dolores, that has been joining a lot of the interviews from the cast. And I saw a commentary by someone, but it's super truthful. And this is the dinosaur that is made to sell a lot of toys, because it's the dinosaur that you see cute. It's a guy that just eats greens, so we are okay surrounding Dolores. So the family starts to bond through this, but to be honest, a lot of times where the girls of the father are kind of in danger, the father is kind of like, man, he's like, oh no, please don't eat my daughter, and things like that. They gave us the scene of the T-Rex with this family, and T-Rex now can swim as well. So the T-Rex was just having a little nap outside of one bushes, and then he moves and they wake him up by inflating one thing that they were using to get out of there. He gets inside of the water, he swims, but they are able to avoid the attack basically. Now on the side of the people getting the samples, they get into a field where they see these mutations, which, to be honest, these dinosaurs, they look kind of like aliens, and they have super long tails, and there is a scene where they kind of were making love. And I know they're computer generated, but Jonathan Bailey excitement on seeing one of these and putting his hand on one of his clothes, that was super beautiful to see his emotion of like, oh my god. And another thing that was surprising is that Scarlett Johansson, it's amazing on this role, but Jonathan Bailey, after we thinking that, oh, he's just a regular university professor, no, he's used to get into these kind of surroundings, and he was actually helpful to a lot of parts of the movie. Now they get the sample, and to this part on, I do want to say a little bit of spoilers ahead, because I'm going now more into the ending of the movie. Basically, we now have 2 of the samples, and we need the third one, which is the species that flies through the air. So at one of the islands, they found kind of like a tomb where they're going to get the sample from one of the eggs. Of course, the creature eventually gets into the cave, and they're kind of having a fight. This was so much promoted into the trailers that I honestly didn't thought that it was going to be almost at the end of the movie. So they are able to recollect the third sample, and that was the poster that they have going on. The poster of Scarlett Johansson basically holding on to rocks, and then this creature with was going to say fins, with like this one thing, I don't remember the name of that right now, I'm sorry. This creature basically chasing after her, and that's going also to be the 4K limited edition steelbook, which is already available for pre-order on Amazon, and I already pre-ordered mine, released by Universal. It's kind of a good change for me, because I have the 4K steelbook set that has a dinosaur on each steelbook, so it's kind of funny for me now to have a poster with like a steelbook with the actual poster of the movie. But anyways, now it's all about leaving the island and getting to a place where they have the plan B set up, where they can be picked up if in 24 hours the people outside of them doesn't receive any signal from them. And that leads us to the final confrontation, where they get kind of like to an abandoned part of the island that has power generated once you get through. The 2 groups are now back together, and they're trying to escape through here. A lot of dinosaurs starts to appear until the final boss appears. And guys, this one was funny to watch. It literally looked like an alien. He have a big ball on his head, and he's the most terrorist creature. I think he has a lot of legs. I do believe we don't get a scene of him like super clear. It's a lot of dark scenes, and we get one more time the scene with a red light and one of the guys leading him through, while the other group tried to escape. So the group is able to escape, and the person that was going to get the pharmaceutical, that was going to get all the money for these samples that they collected, the guy of course died, because he even gets his hand on the suitcase with the samples, and his hand gets fly through. So Jonathan Bailey did propose to Scarlett Johansson's character how much it would mean for the people on Earth to have these vaccines as a free thing and not from a super big pharmaceutical that is going to shard them and it's going to be for the millionaires basically. So at the end of the movie, and this was cool to see, he tells us, I was going to say Sandra Bullock, Scarlett Johansson character, you can do whatever you want with a cure, with the blood samples. But you will not be a millionaire. So the movie has a satisfactory ending, to be honest, and it lets us like this. I felt like we needed more dinosaurs into actions. There were a lot of scenes where, yeah, we were seeing dinosaurs, but it didn't feel like, oh my god, I'm afraid from these people. It was just like a mission kind of movie that, you know, like they need to be getting the samples, and as soon as they get the last sample, you know, you're getting closer to the end. It felt like a long movie. It didn't need it to last. It's almost 2 hours and 13 minutes. I don't know if there were post credits because I needed it to go to the restroom and I didn't wait to see all the credits roll out. But to be honest, it was a satisfactory summer movie. Again, I'm just joining this franchise, and I've seen if they make a lot of money, I'm pretty sure they will eventually go back and make another installment on the franchise. But it kind of felt repetitive. The guy that loves dinosaurs, humans that need the blood from the dinosaurs, and then we get a few dinosaurs thrown here and there. I keep thinking that the first one, Jurassic Park, was the best of all the franchise. So I want to say this sequel, out of 10, I want to give it a 6 out of 10 stars. Again, it's entertaining. For a summer movie, I think that's the strongest showing on this week that movie theaters had to offer. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and give it a chance. I also saw a lot of popcorn souvenirs. There was one on AMC. There is the head of the T-Rex. At my local CMX, they were giving like teens, but I decided not to purchase those. And it was a full pack movie experience, but also a lot of parents took their kids to this movie. So it was kind of a surprise for me seeing as many kids as I did on this one. But anyways, I did enjoy the movie. I'm glad that I was able to see every single entry on the franchise before I went and see this one, and to be able to bring this vlog to you guys. For me, at least on my actual timeline, the next one that I'm going to be seeing next week is going to be Superman on IMAX. I'm so excited for that movie. You guys have no idea. I even requested Thursday and Friday off work so I can enjoy the movie. But anyways, guys, I would love to know if you guys have already seen Jurassic World Rebirth. What do you think about it? What are your honest thoughts? But anyways, that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.